96, your one-stop shop for all things movies. From reviews, unboxings, and collections, I'm here to celebrate the magic of cinema. Now, let's roll the film. So today I wanted to talk about a topic about social media. Does social media ruin movies? I have a couple different bullet points that I wanted to talk about. And yeah, so let's dive into it. All right, so I've come up with 5 different reasons why social media has ruined movies in the modern age. Number 1 would be shorter attention spans, 2 would be spoilers, 3 would be hype and hate, 4 would be toxic fandoms, and 5 would be memes. Now, so starting off with number 1, shorter attention spans. So I can remember when Vine came out when I was in like high school, and it was those 6 second short videos. And ever since then, it's gotten worse and worse. From watching YouTube videos, from YouTube Shorts, obviously Instagram, those 60-second, just short form content, and it makes, when you watch a 6 second video, it makes watching The Godfather seem like impossible to not pick up your phone or to go to the bathroom to do something, to lose focus. So it's not just because we didn't grow up with all the social media stuff. It's the younger generation as well. I couldn't imagine growing up and having, growing up with Instagram, social media, and all these other things. And I don't know. I would imagine that, the kids nowadays in school, that their attention span is worse than ours was. And ours was bad back in, the 90s and such. But yeah, so it's just shorter attention span. So to watch a movie, to keep yourself interested in it, it seems like there needs to be some sort of some huge explosion or something or whatever that gets you drawn in. So another little thing I want to talk about is how we perceive movies. This isn't a point on my list, but I feel like back in the day when you would watch, pick a Tom Cruise example. You'd watch a movie like The Firm, which was originally a book, and it's written so well. It might not be the best example, but you would go back and talk about what happened in the movie, or something like The Sixth Sense. When you talk to your friends about the movie, you go, "Oh my God, I couldn't believe Bruce Willis was a ghost the whole time," or you would talk to your you watch a YouTube video and someone talks about The Empire Strikes Back, and the first thing that comes up is Darth Vader is Luke's father. It's not that Luke got his hand cut off, or it's not some sort of action sequence. It's something relating to the plot. And now it seems like, to go back to that Tom Cruise example, now it seems like it's to draw you into going to see a movie. It's like, can you believe that Tom Cruise, hung on a plane in Mission Impossible, or ran off the side of a building, or in the newer one where he, rode the bike, jumped off a cliff, and it's trying to draw you in from not just an action standpoint, but something that's that's just that's not plot related. But if you ask somebody from, it doesn't need to be that example, but a movie from a year or two ago, very action driven or whatnot, what was the plot or what happened with this character or whatnot, they might not remember. Where they would remember, the Darth Vader example from Empire Strikes Back. So that's kind of my long spiel about shorter attention spans. Number 2 would be spoilers. So obviously, when you went to the movie store pre-social media, you didn't get the movie spoiled to you unless somebody else told you about it, and I don't know why they would, but yeah, you would just find, I don't know, you'd see the Jason Goes to Hell VHS case or DVD case, and you'd be like, what is that chrome mask, and what's the fire behind it, what's the slug or something, and you would know nothing about it. And you would pick it up and watch it. And now it seems that trailers, in particular, trailers just tell you so much about it. The action sequences, the beat for beat what's going to happen. You kind of know what's going to, how it's going to end. And so trailers are something that spoils a lot. Social media spoils a lot. So, not everyone can go see the movie on opening weekend. Sometimes they have to wait a week or two. But it seems like a week or two, it's it's spoiled. Somebody has released somebody has released their review online. Um, Even if you try to avoid spoilers, you're scrolling on Instagram and somebody you follow, talks about it. And yeah, so spoilers are very hard to avoid in today's day and age, especially for bigger movies. Especially for Marvel movies and whatnot, or Scream or something like that. You get nervous that you're going to find out who the killer is if you don't see it opening weekend. So, sorry. So number three is hype and hate. And what do I mean by that? So hype is, it seems like nowadays, I don't know how to put my finger on it, but it seems like everything is either the best movie you've ever seen or the worst movie you've ever seen. Like there's no, I don't know. It used to be okay to just to watch a movie, and you would you would finish your, whether you saw it in the movie theaters or at home or something, and you're like, yeah, it was okay. It was a fun, like, 90-minute runtime. Nothing, it wasn't bad. It wasn't, amazing or something. But now it seems like I don't know if it's for clicks or what it is specifically, but it seems like, you know, um, this is the best movie I've ever seen. This is the best movie of the year. This is the best. It'll be like January 1st, and it's like, this is the best movie of the year. Um, or this is the best. I don't know. This is the best of the franchise since that movie, or this is the best, performance this actor had since 20 years ago, or something like that. So the hype is crazy. I don't know. I guess I don't know what it is, but the overhype is a little overwhelming. And then the hate, which is outweighs the hype. The hate is, some people will say this is the worst movie I've ever seen, and it's like, you haven't seen like um, I don't know, you haven't seen like The Room or something like that. One of those movies that was really written and is actually a bad film. Um, but yeah, people are very mean, with the movies, and it's just to get a movie made nowadays is insane, to write the script and to go through all these things that I wouldn't be able to articulate. So yeah, the hate for movies are insane. And that's the thing too. You sometimes mentally go into a movie with your mind made up. So you can, the review comes out even before the movie comes out, because there's press screenings and stuff. There will be I'm sorry guys, I don't have my water. The hype will, I mean, the hate will be, they'll have 30 or 40 different Rotten Tomato scores before the movie even comes out, because there's the press screenings and all the things, and they go, oh, this movie sucks, or this movie's amazing. And unfortunately, you make up your mind. So if the movie's not as good as you think it is, you may still think that you liked it because um, someone on social media liked it that you follow, or you're a fan of someone in the movie, or again with the hate, somebody, they go, oh, I didn't like this movie, but maybe you liked it, which is okay. You can absolutely like the film if me or somebody else doesn't like the film on social media. So without rambling on, that was the third one. So fourth is kind of the same, which is toxic fandoms. And yeah, I don't want to dive too specific into this, but there's certain I don't know, there's certain whether it's like Marvel or Star Wars or something like that, there's certain fandoms that are, go above and beyond to make their point known. And again, if it's a movie that's really not that good, they'll champion it and release so many different amazing reviews or awful reviews if it's the other way. And it's crazy. It's there, of course, there were fans, there were Star Wars conventions, in the 80s and stuff like that, but now it's just crazy. It's absolutely, it's ballooned it's ballooned an insane amount. So that's that's toxic fandoms. And the last one is memes. I love memes. Before memes, we used to just sit around and quote movies. That was the thing to do. Quote Dodgeball, quote Anchorman, stuff like that. But for memes, it's, I don't know. It just, sometimes it takes the emotional weight out of a scene. If there's I remember the memes for Infinity War, where it's such an emotional scene where so many of these superheroes and humans in that universe just disappear. They fade to dust, and it's super it's a sad, intense moment, and you leave the theater feeling sad and intense. But then you go on your phone and you see a meme, and it's like, I don't know, just it's a joke about it, and it makes it feel not as the stakes were as high. Like we built to this moment for, a decade or so, and then you see all these memes, and it kind of just goes like, yeah, it's I don't know, it just kind of it just I don't know, it kind of ruins things in a way. Some sort of memes. And the other thing I wanted to say was there's memes um, that you remember the meme more than the movie, which is even um, I don't have a good example offhand, but maybe something like Shrek, like Donkey says like I'm making waffles, or I don't know, maybe I'll insert a meme here that I think when I'm editing this. But yeah, I mean, there's memes that you remember, like Homer doing the going back into the hedge. I I've seen almost every episode of The Simpsons, and I can't remember what episode that is, what season that is, why he did that, and it's crazy. So it's I don't know. Some people will say that's a good thing, and to one degree, it is a good thing because we can you see that, and maybe you can Google what is that episode from, or maybe I'll watch a couple different Simpsons um, TV shows, TV episodes after you see that meme. But I don't know, some of the memes just what memes do kind of take away from the movie the movie experience. So those were just my quick off the cuff thoughts. That let me know if you agree with this or you don't agree with this. It's totally fine. Or if you want to add some stuff to that. So yeah, so as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also check me out on Instagram at MovieMagic1996. Thank you so much for everything, and go watch a movie today.